For now, I'm using two mirrored lossy 4TB USB-C HDD drives. Because the Thunderbolt 3 SSD drives are still prohibitively expensive to stockpile, I'll fill them up with Vectory PISOs, then get two more iMac Pro input and output. iMac Pro, unlike MacBook Pro, hasn't gone all in on Thunderbolt 3 USB-C. Instead, it's kept all the legacy ports of iMac and added the newer ports on top of them. Well, technically, beside them, you've got 4 USB-A, USB 3 ports for all your external microphones, cameras, peripherals, and more. But then you've got 4 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports as well for everything from double 5K displays or quadruple 4K displays to multiple high-speed storage devices or EGBU. Those 4 ports are also split between 2 separate controllers, so each and every port gets full-on 40 gigabits per second throughput. And, yeah, if you still need FireWire, Thunderbolt 2, Mini DisplayPort, HDMI, DVI, or VGA, you can use any of your old USB adapters or any of the new USB-C Thunderbolt 3 dongles. I'm using the Apple USB-C to digital Avon multiport adapter to get HDMI out to the HTC Vive, which makes me wish HDMI was built in or Apple made a Thunderbolt 3 version just so I could stop worrying about any possible bandwidth limitations. There's a 3.5mm headset jack for wired headphones or audio gear, and an Ethernet port as well. That Ethernet port, though, is now 10 gigabits, based on RJ45, so it'll automatically run at the highest speed the network allows, -1 gigabit, 2.5 gigabits, 5 gigabits, or 10 gigabits, based on the cable type and length, and switch type. It can make network attached storage seem almost local. There's also a new, improved 1080p FaceTime HD camera with a new, improved microphone system that includes 2 on the front, 1 up top, and 1 on the back. Thanks to the image signal processor ISP in the T2 chip, you get a front-facing camera that captures almost as well, if not quite as easily moved around as the one on an iPhone. I've now done several episodes of MacBreak Weekly using the iMac Pro with my Heil Prairie 40 microphone connected over XLR to a USB 3 interface, which connects over USB-A to iMac, and both the internal iMac FaceTime camera and a Logitech camera, also connected over USB-A, and it's been great. I'm in the process of switching to a USB Mix Pre 3, which has USB-C, which will let me connect dongle-free to the iMac Pro or MacBook Pro and record locally to SD card. But the ability not to have to worry about any of that is terrific. Speaking of SD cards, now that I'm filming YouTube videos with Panasonic GH5 cameras, the SD card slot, the middle of that range, depending on how well they can take advantage of multiple cores, but there will certainly be some hot rod uses that get closer to that 79% end of the scale, and may do even better. The 18-core iMac Pro shows no disadvantage for single-core performance, despite running at a lower clock speed. 2.3 GHz/4.3 GHz, than the 10-core iMac Pro, 3.0 GHz/4.5 GHz. Often times, the price of scaling a CPU architecture to more cores is a loss of single-core performance. But no such penalty seems to exist here. The 18-core iMac Pro brings 8 more cores to the table on the high end with no loss of performance on the low end. On the iMac Pro is a terrific convenience. I have both a dongle and a hub I can use for it. The MacBook Pro, but of all the legacy I.O. I miss. This is the one I miss most, because there's no Fusion drive option on iMac Pro. There's no need to devote space to old-style hard drive platters, and so there's some extra room inside the enclosure. Like with iPad Pro, Apple has chosen to fill some of that space with bigger, much better sounding speakers. Audiophiles will still want external speakers, I imagine, but after listening to them for a while, I don't think I will. From iPad Pro to iPhone 8 and iPhone X to iMac Pro, Apple has really upped its speaker game lately, and it's really appreciated. And yes, you can AirPlay right to HomePod from the iMac Pro if that's what you want to do as well. iMac Pro accessories. iMac Pro doesn't just come in space gray, it comes with space gray. That includes the new, extended version of Magic Keyboard with numeric pad and the Magic Mouse. If you, like me, you're not a huge fan of the Magic Mouse or mouses in general, you can choose to replace it with the awesome Magic Trackpad, or get both. You can't buy the space gray versions of the Magic accessory separately. At least not yet, which is a downer for people who own the space black MacBook Pro and would love them on their desks. It also remains to be seen how or if Apple will handle you've been waiting for. Everyone else should take a long, hard look at the competition once they get at purchase. The iMac Pro I'm testing only came with the Magic Keyboard and Magic Mouse. I don't like mouses in general, and Apple mouses in particular. It's the loose thread on the company's design afghan, so I've been using my old silver Magic Trackpad. Like an animal. Aesthetics aside, they mix and match fine. I do hope Apple starts selling them separately, though, especially because it would make docking a space gray MacBook Pro more visually appealing and less of a stainless steel lugs on a black Apple Watch experience. All that aside, the space gray Magic accessories are otherwise identical to their silver predecessors. They work wirelessly to keep down clutter, but instantly pair and recharge with the included Lightning to USB cable, which, for iMac Pro, is black down to the pins. Hot damn.
Follow us. Google search www.googlesearch.co.in. Facebook/blogtube page/ www.facebook.com web link. Twitter.com/blogtubebbed. Twitter.com web link. If you like this video, click like icon and share your friends.
If you want more best videos, please subscribe and click bell icon.